Hello friends, it's Audrey from Odds and Ends and welcome back to another edition of hashtag ABCJLC 2026. Hosted by the lovely Jody Lewis over at Jody Lewis Creations. And this week's letter is the letter E. And while I could have done this in front of the camera, it was a lot of indecisiveness and not all that technical. I'll show you what I mean. I was trying to decide, and I didn't want to be exactly like everybody else's because everybody did such good pieces this week. I'm like, okay, took my idea, and of course, I'm going with the Desert Egypt theme because, well, first of all, that's all the prompts, and second, because I have postcards of sand. So let me show you what cards I considered. I thought about this one, and it really is, but I didn't like him and him. This screams the mummy to me, and the protectors of the pharaohs, underground and all the tombs and everything like that. What it really is, it's in the Sahara, at least it's on the right continent, somewhere between Algeria and the Ivory Coast. And then you say Algeria, I think of the movie Sahara. So I rolled it out. And then I considered this one, and would have made a very pretty card. I just would have had to cover him up somehow because it just didn't fit the vibes I was looking for. Sorry about my ring light. I wonder if I should just turn it off. Yeah, it probably looks better. But I thought I could probably do this for something else. And then I had this sand, and this, of course, I've never been to Egypt, so none of these postcards are really going to be from Egypt. This is Coral Pink Sand Dunes Coral Pink Sand Dunes State Park in Utah. Does it really say? I see a little, I don't know if it's a person or animal or whatever. And then we have this one, and this was what I was going to use. But then I needed something, I needed to go this way, not this way. So I love this one, and this is the one I was originally going to use, but it's situated on the wrong way. And this is Guadalupe Mountains National Park in Texas. So I didn't use those ones. My friend Gwen over at Gwen the Trash Witch gifted me with this fun with hieroglyphics, and it has, let me open it, the stamps, Egyptian alphabet. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stamp out the word Egypt. The stamps aren't that clear, and stamping on a glossy postcard, and I thought about, okay, do I have any masking tape and I could stamp on that? I did stamp on it, but I stamped it on the back side of the postcard. And I'm glad I did because it was really hard to gauge how close they were together. So that spells Egypt. Just so you know. Trust me, I Googled it too to make sure I was spelling it correctly in the Egyptian alphabet. And I got it. So our prompts this week are energy, Egypt, I, and our bonus is 8. So with all that being said, this is what I made. And let me zoom in a little. Okay, it's not gonna let me zoom in more. I'll just move the camera. There we go. So we have and yes, I probably should have taken a picture of the postcard. It's mountain range, sand dune. Anyway, I had seen somebody's video and they used tin cans, aluminum cans, in their die cut to cut out tags. I'm like, how awesome is that? Who doesn't have an aluminum can in their house? Well, my husband's a popaholic, but I'm like, oh, words energy. And of course I could have done the sun. And I have suns on here, but I'm like, no, I want to be literal. And we have an energy drink can. So I made tags. And aren't these awesome? I mean, be careful you don't cut yourself. And I didn't sand the edges or ink them or anything. And then here's the little tags. Aren't they cute? And they are so easy to cut out. There's just one tag by itself. And yes, I'll use these on something else. They're adorable. Absolutely adorable. So, anyway, there's energy. And we have 8 of Wands, a tarot card. Of all the tarot card stickers I have, or the tarot cards in my cut and collage books, there are so few 8s. I had the 8 of Wands and the 8 of, I don't remember, Swords. But that cat had a ball of yarn. It was just so cute. There's no cute in this. Why would I possibly do that? So I cut this piece out of, I have a Arabic atlas for children, and I cut this little Nile River port out. I did this washi strip along the sand dune. Then I added the people and a couple more, obviously, just to fill in the space here, because once I started putting washi tape, it kind of snowballed from there. We have our eye on a scarab beetle. So we have, obviously this is Egypt, because there's King Tut's tomb. And we have 8, energy, eye. Yep, energy, Egypt, eye, and 8. And I spelled out Egypt on the back. But I'm going to show you why this took me so long. Okay, I have that washi tape. I have this, whoops, I'm not in, I have this washi tape. I have this washi tape. I have that washi tape. I have this one. I have this one. I have this one. This I don't think came in my Egyptian pack. I think this one came in one of my witchy packs, but yeah, I thought about doing that one. We've got more Egyptian here. And here's that one. And then I have 2 big ones. Do you know how hard it was not to use these? These are awesome. But I'm like, it'd take up most of the postcard. So this is my e-postcard, and I like it. It's a little over the top and exaggerated, but why not? I'm like, some days you can be artistic, some days you can be funny, sometimes you can be exaggerated. Today is exaggerated. And I loved the fact that I learned that you really can cut out tin cans with your die cut machine and make things. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in a week to do the collage, and then 2 weeks with the next letter, because I usually show them on Monday. So I will talk to you later. Have a good day. Bye. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends.